Pistol caliber carbines always remind me of that moment when I realized I was sexually attracted to girls. I went from running away from them thinking they all had cooties to give me all of the girl cooties I can handle. Yeah, that's a passively inappropriate way of saying I'm never really into pistol caliber carbines until I shoot them. The Springfield Saint Victor is no exception. Now, I'm not saying I'm changing my home defense rifle to the Springfield Saint Victor PCC, but fuck, shooting this thing is so much fun. When you can triple tap a small silhouette still target at 20 yards with relative ease, its fun factor shouldn't be much of a surprise. Visually, I hate it and love it though, all at the same time. For all intents and purposes, it just looks like an AR-15, but like I said in my video on the 308 version of this rifle, it has a very clean aesthetic, which is due in large part to the fact that the handguards had no railing on the top. This gives this rifle a very clean look, especially the way the forward blast muzzle device sits inside of the rail, giving it an uninterrupted, cohesive look. But because my brain is so used to seeing a full-size AR-15 magazine, my brain kind of spazzes out when I see the skinny little Colt Pattern 9mm magazine sticking out of the magazine well. It's like seeing a bodybuilder who very clearly likes to skip leg day. Before you finish watching this video, I want to thank today's sponsor, AccueFire Tech. AccueFire Tech is the maker of the Incendies, a thermal clip-on that is affordable, rugged, and lightweight that clips right onto your existing optic. It gives you the ability to see in the dark, through smoke, and harsh weather conditions. So whether you're hunting, in law enforcement, or just need an extra edge, if you're on the market for a clip-on thermal, check out AccueFire's Incendies today. All the ammo used in this video was brought to you by Noir. However, the flat-faced nickel boron-coated trigger on the Saint Victor PCC creates a nice subtle visual contrast to the sea of black that is this rifle, but it's also a joy to use as well. It looks more high-speed, low-drag than it really is, but it has a very nice break and predictable reset. I'm just a fan of flat-faced triggers to begin with. They always add to the shooting experience for me. And speaking of shooting, the Saint Victor PCC has a very interesting recoil impulse. The first few shots threw me off a bit. I thought it recoiled a little bit harder than what I was expecting from a 16-inch barreled PCC. Then I kept shooting, and then my ability to sit on target and dump round after round after round accurately kind of stunned me, in a way that only the MP5 has been able to do. I can imagine what this thing would shoot like if it had a wide open break. This thing wouldn't move at all, but I like the way the forward blast muzzle device looks so much that I probably would never change it. As I kept shooting it, I realized it's a softer shooting gun, but the recoil impulse is slightly different due to the forward blast diverter and the 9mm blowback design of this rifle, which makes the recoil feel more like a slight shove instead of a snap, which makes it a very easy gun to shoot fast accurately because your sights don't move vertically up and down. It just sits in this little circular pattern of recoil. The Saint Victor is also a very balanced rifle. It has a slim profile, so though it looks like an AR-15 and in many ways feels like an AR-15, it handles smaller than an AR-15 and thus is more nimble. I threw a Leupold LCO on this rifle for the video because I hate shooting with iron sights. Yes, I can shoot iron sights well, it's just not very fun for me. But the spring-loaded flip-up iron sights are actually really nice. Springfield calls them low profile, but they're not really low profile. They're not bulky, but low profile is not the word I would use to describe the profile, but I do like them a lot. All said and done, the Saint Victor feels like a high-quality rifle that happens to shoot 9mm. As is the case with a lot of PCCs, shooting the Saint Victor PCC was a hell of a fun time. I wasn't left with shooter's fatigue. I just wanted to keep shooting it over and over and over and over again, especially when I'm trying to stay on a small target as I'm rapid firing. I also love that they went with the B5 Systems Bravo stock and B5 Systems Type 23P grip. They give the rifle a fresh feel versus the ubiquitous Magpul furniture. I love Magpul, but sometimes I get a little Magpul furniture burnout when companies use the furniture on their rifles. If you're a diehard PCC lover or just someone who is overwhelmed by the concussive force of some AR-15s and want something with a little less drama and recoil, the Saint Victor should be on your list of AR pattern PCCs to try out. And even if none of those apply to you, and you're just looking for something that will make for a really good and fun time, the Saint Victor PCC should be on your list of AR-15 pattern PCCs to try out. And yes, AR-15s are protected by the Second Amendment. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. It didn't say only handguns, it said arms. Guns aren't political. That's why I need your help getting this message to spread on YouTube by clicking the thumbs up button, leaving a comment to let me know what you think of the video, then subscribing to the channel. But most importantly, click that bell symbol. For products featured in this video, click the links in the description.